Hey y'all, whether it's morning, evening, or afternoon, I'm just glad that you guys had decided to vibe with E. Yes, the one and only E. Hey y'all, whether it's morning, evening, or afternoon, once again, I'm just glad that you guys had decided to vibe with me as always. To the ones that are new here, welcome, welcome, welcome. And for the ones that are not new to this but true to this, hey y'all, what's up, what's poppin'? And as always, bad times don't last forever. After every storm, there is a rainbow. And you're getting closer and closer every day to your rainbow, my friend, okay? So let's get into it. So, hey y'all, happy Wednesday. It is the fourth Wednesday of the month. I'm not gonna lie, y'all, I feel a little dry. Probably because my workload is hitting, like it's just everything is just coming back. So if I feel a little drowning out, I'm sorry, y'all. I'm so sorry. I'm not even lying to y'all. I'm so sorry. But of course, I'm going to give y'all the vibe of the day regardless. And I'm like I tell y'all all the time, it's raw and uncut. Every time. Raw and uncut. Raw and uncut. So sometimes you'll see me so happy. Sometimes you might be like, oh my God, she sounds so dry. But y'all, I'm telling y'all, like, it's my schedule just been boom, 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 boom. Like stuff just been overlapping and overlapping and overlapping a little bit. And then I'll be like, oh my gosh, it's still like dark outside and stuff. So sometimes I be like, oh my gosh, I'm ready to get into bed. Like, after you leave work, you go back or something from vacation. Cause like I just went back to internship Tuesday. So going back there and then school. So, it's just like, and still working. It's like, oh my gosh, you're back to the routine, but it's a new routine because the days have changed. Like I have classes on Wednesdays now. So yeah, just Wednesdays period for this semester. Then internship is on Tuesdays and Thursdays. So bear with me. But no, seriously, y'all, I'm getting it together. Like I promise you. Like right now, I sound a little down and out, but we're gonna get this together. So without further ado here, welcome, welcome, welcome you all. As I always say, for the ones that are new to this, welcome, welcome, welcome. I thank you all for taking your time out of your busy day, the newcomers here, to even want to sit back, relax, and enjoy hearing my voice from somebody you never even know, you don't even know, or somebody recommended you to listen to me or whatever the case may be. I appreciate you. And for the ones that are not new to this but true to this, what's up, y'all? What's popping? What's going on? I appreciate y'all from being with me since day one, probably 3 months ago, 6 months ago, 9 months ago, a year ago, whatever. If you've been here for a little while, I appreciate you. I really do. All you guys, I appreciate y'all all a lot. Like I really do. I'll be looking at the numbers. I ain't see Singapore this time, so now I see in the United States, a lot of people in the United States. I see my city. I seen Detroit. I said, okay, Detroit. I seen Detroit. I seen another few places too. I never even really thought that would listen to me, but Detroit stuck out to me. I was like, okay. But shout out to all you guys that listen to me, take the time out of your busy day, like I say, as usual, because we have busy lives. Like I said, like y'all, sometimes I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I be forgetting. I be like, it's something I need to do. Like sometimes I forget to write notes. So sometimes I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna go off the dome. But then sometimes I'm like, no, I need the notes to go off the dome to continue, giving y'all the educational and wellness vibe that y'all need to understand that also impact what you're going on with life and things like that. So bear with me, y'all. Like it's been like, wow. But this is a half week, because Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. But the kids went to school. I went to school for my internship. They went to they had a 2-hour delay. That was kind of like, that kind of threw me off too. Going back to school, but only for one day out of the week is good, but it still throw you off a little bit because Wednesdays, are for y'all, and I don't get out of class till 5 o'clock. So yeah, everything I do, it is pre-recorded. It has to be. Because I can't hurry up home within 10 minutes to get to y'all. So yeah, it's kind of crazy. But if I see me with a Stanley, it goes to show that I'm a little dehydrated. I'm fine. Ew, like hell. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm a little dehydrated. I told y'all everything I do is raw and uncut. Y'all gonna see some stuff like, what the heck is going on? But don't you want to deal with somebody, listen to somebody that gives you the real? Don't you want somebody that, understands you and, have a life too, and don't have to glitz and glam it up? Like, I have a beanie on. My hair a little messed up a little bit. I gotta put some oil sheen and stuff in it. Got my lashes done. A little bit of them coming off, but it's okay. You know, my face a little oily up. Lips kind of a little dry, I look like, but it is what it is. You know, like we have those days, but y'all. So day is a little bit like my day, but I'm gonna make sure, regardless, that y'all gonna get the vibe of the day, regardless from me. Like, if anything, I'm gonna make sure y'all get the vibe, regardless of how my vibe is. Y'all gonna get that vibe, that educational wellness vibe, okay? From the one and only E, from your favorite podcaster slash coach, whatever y'all want to give it to me. I feel like I'm gonna probably change it or add in there the educational and wellness coach, because I didn't see nobody with that yet. So why not? Updates. Same old, y'all. Like, get prepared for February 14th, Valentine's Day, for guest appearances. I'm not telling y'all who is the first person to come, but I'm letting you know, like, the people that are coming on the show so far are people that are dear to me, that I've had connections with, mainly within going to school, and one I know outside of school. So yeah, so I'm preparing for that. I'm so excited. We'll be shooting for that real soon. Like, literally soon. Yeah, so Vibing Out with Guests starts February 14th, 2025 at 5:30 p.m. Eastern time. So every vibe the time stay the same. The format be different. If you follow me on the Instagram page, Vibing with E. If not, I will put it in the description below. I believe it's the same way it's spelled on the YouTube and stuff. If not, excuse me, I'll just say it now. It is vibing with, I think it's vibing. Yeah, it's vibing with .e. Okay. So yeah, so everything is on there. Everything is on there. The videos and stuff is on that podcast page, as well as the YouTube too. Like, the whole full video of this is on there. If you look on Instagram or Facebook, is on there and things like that. But yeah, that's only the update so far. I'm back to my new, I'm back in the groove of things with a new routine. Vibing with Guests is coming very soon, and things is under construction still a little bit, but it's like we're getting closer and closer every day. We almost there. And yeah, that's about it. Besides me feeling a little bit like, oh my gosh, I feel a little bit not like myself a little bit, but I guarantee you, once we get into it, we're gonna get into it, okay? So without further ado, I want you guys to sit back, relax, and enjoy hearing my voice or watching me, whatever one you prefer. If you're listening to me or watching me, sit back, relax, and enjoy today's vibe of the day, because every vibe of the day is something special, okay? I know the OGs remember that saying. I used to say that all the time, like every time, but sometimes I feel like I was slipping with not saying it. So I'm back saying that, okay? So yeah, let's get into it. As always, like I say, the vibes now focus on education and wellness. And if you're new here, I see myself as an educational and wellness coach. And the reason why is because when I started out, I just talked about any and everything. But now I'm focused on things that we really don't talk much about. And I'm the type of person now that's really focused on mind, body, and soul. Because that's very important, especially at this day and age for me. And then the population that I want to work with, and so on and so on. And also what I'm going to school for. As y'all see my Morgan. Y'all see my Morgan State sweatshirt with the polo beanie or whatever, with my jean jacket. I got Morgan sweatpants on, but the colors are too different. They're black, but the word on it is the darker orange without the white line on the outline. But anyway, a real cool fit, you know, something cool, because it's cold. It's cold up here. It's cold in Baltimore, y'all. It's real cold, but let's get into it. So today's vibe of the day is overcoming obstacles to goal achievement. Like I said, we're still in January, so it's things that we're trying. There are a few things that I want to spread out on the table, like a deck of cards, you know, just spread them out, because these are things like that we really need to pay attention to. Like, we talked about how to deal with things within a personal, you know, like overcoming. Was it overcoming? I want to say, you know, navigating career changes and personal growth. So I felt like this one was a very good one to also impact with, like, overcoming those common obstacles that we have to get to those goals. Because, you know, like I say all the time, after every storm, there's a rainbow. Like, we have those storms in our lives that we need to get to so we can see those rainbows, if that makes sense. Because that's what happens even within careers, the things we wish for, our goals, long-term, short-term goals, and small, you know, anything it is, we have to go through those humps, those storms and stuff in order for us to get to those happy places, that rainbow, whatever the case may be in our lives. So as always, let's get into it. I always start off with a definition for you guys. So the definition for it, we're going to focus on like the opportunity, the obstacles of it, because like that's the main word I want to focus on. Like, it's obstacles, like the common obstacles that we go through. So obstacles are any barriers that interfere with achieving a goal. Common obstacles to a goal achievement includes lack of motivation, procrastination, fear of failure, resources, and support. So basically, the obstacles are things that impact with you getting to where you need to be, and that impacts with procrastination. We all go through it. I know we all go through it. Like, sometimes y'all, like with me, previously, I would be procrastinating on the Bible today. But I made it to where as though like every Tuesday, so like before Wednesday come, that the Bible day will be out. But sometimes I feel like it's still procrastinating because it's like I'll be taking my time on when I want to have it done. Like, not only can you procrastinate within like just a little bit of time, but say like if in a day, if I say, okay, I'm gonna record the Bible day on a Tuesday at 2 o'clock. I need to record at that time and no later than that. And if I do is procrastinating, it make me feel like I don't know what to do and what to say. But also like procrastinating like with things like within school, work life, professional life, your personal life, anything. Like we had those moments where we procrastinate. For me, I can't procrastinate with schoolwork and paperwork, anything like that. It drives me nuts. You give it to me first hand, I'm gonna get it done, take my time, and you're gonna get it way before your deadline. As well as motivation is a big thing too, because procrastination and motivation goes hand in hand when it comes to those common obstacles that we have to achieve a goal, to meet deadlines, things like that. So motivation, you got to be motivated. You got to have a purpose. You got to have some type of strength and support for you to even want to do this or do whatever you put yourself up to. Like, yo, I have to motivate myself every day. Like, I have a fellowship. I have an internship. I'm getting my degree. I graduate in May. I have a podcast. So I think of all these things like, oh my gosh, I did not put myself in this position for nothing. Sometimes I feel unmotivated, but that's why, you got to have that motivation. You got to have that support. You got to listen to certain music. You got to remember certain quotes, verses, whatever. You got to motivate yourself if no one else going to do it for you. But I always say it's best to have a support group because you never know. Like, we all need somebody. At times we be like, yeah, I don't need nobody. Baby, you need somebody, and so do I. We need somebody to be there for us, to be our biggest cheerleader. Especially if you're a person like me that's very nurturing and stuff. I feel like I'm a cheerleader for everybody. But certain times I'm like, dang. When it's your turn to get a cheerleader, just have cheerleaders, you be like, yeah, I be like, oh my God, this really happening? But yes, when it comes to the obstacles that you have, when it comes to goals, achievements, anything in life, you have to have motivation. And sometimes we lose sight of that. Fear of failure is a big thing too. At one point in time, I thought that like I just couldn't take L's. Like, I cannot take an L. Like, if I work so hard, I can't take an L. Like, y'all, I'll never forget when I was 17 years old, I want to say, I took my first permit test, and I failed. And I had a fit. The reason why, because I worked so hard. I studied and studied. I got one of my close friends who lived up the street from me to help me. Like, we were doing it. Then I took the test. It was just like, womp, womp, womp. Y'all came home and I was in an uproar. And since that day, I look back at it like, oh my gosh, like, in my household, they make a joke out of it all the time. Like, you really went to town. Like, it was so bad. It was so bad, y'all. But I learned that as I got older too. When I take tests, I used to be so scared and stuff. But now I'm like, we have to take those L's to get to those W's. Like, I had to have that bad incident, that storm in my life for me to get to that rainbow. Because after practicing and taking it probably 4 or 5 times, I got my permit. So it's a lot of things, like lack of motivation, the procrastination, having that fear of failing is a real big thing, as well as resources, like having the proper tools we need to be successful so we don't have these obstacles. But also the support is a big thing too. So always remember, y'all, have some type of support system. I don't care how big or small it is. Have somebody by your side so that they can motivate you, so you won't be procrastinating, you won't have that feel of failure, and you have those resources as well. Cool. So who faces the most common obstacles to goal achievements, and what do these obstacles look like? Period. Everybody. Like everything I be telling y'all, if you're new here, I always start off with the who because I break it down into the 5 W's. Everybody is impacted with every topic. Certain topics everybody might not be impacted to, like the younger generation, like adolescents and things like that. They might not be impacted with it. So I start off with at least the young adults and on to elderly, because certain stuff it hits the fan hard. But this impacts everyone from like little kids up until the older adults, because we all have those chapters in our life where we have those common obstacles and those goals, and sometimes we have those things in our life where we feel like we're procrastinating, they're not motivated, we have that feel of failure, we don't have them resources or support. And not only can it just happen in our personal life, not only can it just happen in your professional, but it can happen in your personal life too. So don't just think, oh, it's just professional. No, it's personal too, because a lot of things that we want to in personal life affects us too with our personal, depending on what it is. So like personal can affect your professional, or professional can affect your personal. So it's like it all plays in together. Like everything, certain times you be like, dang, I never thought about that. Then it come and hit you like, oh my gosh, I remember this. And it does impact with what's going on. So everyone is impacted with the most common obstacles to goal achievements. We're all impacted with, like, we all had that. And people of all backgrounds face the challenges. We face those challenges and obstacles to succeed. Common obstacles include like lack of self-control, lack of self-confidence, mainly lack of self-confidence. Control, I really want to say as much, but then again, I would say like for control, it would have to be like for the younger generation, because sometimes like once it's gone, it's like, look, allegedly, once it's gone, it's like, I don't want to do it no more. But sometimes it just be like, I notice too, it's not your time. Like you can put it on pause and then come back, you know? So, but sometimes people be like, I don't want nothing to do with it. Like, y'all can keep that. Hell, I don't want that. Hell no. I'd be like, okay, I understand. But the main thing that impacts with like us, people from all different backgrounds, when it comes to the most common obstacles that impact us from our goal achievements, is lack of confidence, focus, the motivation, and the resources and support from peers and family members, as well as, I want to say, like I said, motivation and procrastination intertwines with each other. So it's like locked in, like they sister locks and stuff. So motivation and procrastination, I want to say, is like intertwined with each other. So yeah, people of all ages and backgrounds face obstacles to success. So common obstacles include lack of self-confidence, focus, motivation, resources, support from peers or family members, and fear of failure. These obstacles can be temporary or permanent, overcome with effects and decisions. Realizing these obstacles and developing a plan to overcome them is crucial. Strong support system and a positive attitude can help people stay motivated and focused on their goals. Taking small steps, settings, achieving goals, and celebrating success can help self-confidence and create a sense of achievement. It also is crucial to remember that setbacks are natural parts of growing and learning. It is key to not become discouraged and to keep striving for your goals. A strong support system and a positive attitude can make people keep working, even if it's difficult, even when the going gets tough, even when it's difficult at times. You gotta keep that poker face on. Like, you gotta be articulate. Like, it was so crazy. We talk about that at my internship. Like, you gotta be articulate. Like, you gotta have that, professional behavior in a building, and then that personal, like, you get wrong, not you young, you wild, you free, like your actual self. You gotta keep it. You gotta, what they say, leave it at the door, because once you're in a work setting, you gotta switch. Not like your whole demeanor gotta change, but like certain stuff you would say to your friends, you would not say to your boss and your colleagues and your students or whoever. So clients, whatever. So we gotta be very mindful of what we say and what we do. So yeah. So strong support systems and a positive attitude can help people stay motivated and focus on their goals. Taking small steps, setting achievement goals, and celebrating success can help build self-confidence and create a sense of achievement. It's also crucial to remember that setbacks are a normal part of growth and learning. It is key to not become discouraged and keep striving to your goals. A strong support system and a positive attitude can make people keep working, even in difficult times. This is like a garden. It's like a gardener tending to his garden. The gardener needs to work regularly, tending to the plants and providing them with the right amount of water and sunlight. You know, that make sense. Like, in order for us, like, we gotta keep putting that in our mind. Like, okay, I didn't do this for nothing. I need to do this. I need to do this. I need to do this. Like, I didn't put myself out there on the line. I didn't put this money on the line. Like, you know, I didn't risk all this stuff just not to keep pushing myself. Like, I gotta keep myself in order, regardless of something. I could see if something happened emergency wise, yes, but if nothing really happened, like, I gotta put the work in. I gotta just suck it up and then do what I gotta do. So it's a lot, but you gotta do what you gotta do. There'll be times when the gardener experiences setbacks, but as long as they remain consistent and optimistic, they will eventually see the garden flourish. For example, if a person set a goal of saving money, they could have a short-term goal, such as saving a certain amount each month, and a long-term goal as preparing for a house or a car. To achieve their goals, they must stay dedicated and motivated and never give up. Overall, with dedication and a positive outlook, individuals can achieve their desired outcome. Basically, short and simple, get to the point. But I don't want to say short because it was a lot. It just got straight to the point. And I add in the example I always use, like, savings, because that's what I do. Every time I get paid, I put money up. And then, like, if you really like a big purchase, a house or a car, whatever, you know, do what you got to do. So what are the key strategies to overcoming these challenges and remain focused on your goals? So you got to create a plan. That's one thing. That blueprint. If you're new here, I'm big on the word blueprint. If you want something in life, you got to, you know, have the blueprint. So you map everything out. You map it out, you write it out, and you put in the work. You pray and everything about it, and you put in the work. Because it can't just automatically happen if you're not putting any type of input into it, especially when it comes to putting in the work, like putting in some type of shape or form that you really dedicated for. Like, if there's money involved, or gotta put the time out, you gotta look for this person, call this person, go to this place, go to that place, you know, you gotta do what's best for you. Because if you don't, that will be the obstacle of you getting to, that'll be the obstacle that you had, that you always had that storm. You'll always be staying stagnant. And you don't want to stay stagnant. Staying stagnant is like staying still. You don't move, like, you don't grow, you don't elevate, you don't try to, like, move on up to, you know, the east side and stuff like that. Like, you just want to stay in this little box, in this hole. Like, you want to stay alone. Sometimes we cannot stay stagnant. Sometimes we need to evolve in many different ways. We need to, like, do things very different, out of our comfort zone at times. Because if you stay stagnant, it's like certain stuff, you know, sometimes, like, thinking about staying stagnant, sometimes we always want to keep, why Siri just come on, y'all? We always want to keep plan A, but sometimes we have to have plan C, B, C, D, E, F, G sometimes, because you never know what happens. And I'm the type of person that I'm a deep thinker. I'm a two-sided thinker. I never forget my advisor said that, and he broke it down what it was. And I had class on, I think it's like, I had human behavior with him, and he broke it down, y'all. I was sitting there like, not you judging me. It was like an inside joke, because, like, that's my advisor, and I'd be like, oh my gosh, thought you talking about me? Because he'll say little jokes like, oh, you just be thinking and this was on your brain. And how he broke it down, was like, oh my gosh, this is me. Because it happens. Like, sometimes, you know, sometimes we make a plan. Sometimes, like, all right, I gotta go to this plan, that plan. But, you know, you gotta do a plan at a time. See what works for you, what's your niche and what's not. And then when you be like, okay, this not it, okay, go to this plan, and then keep on going from there. So you gotta create a plan and break it down into smaller achievements. Okay? So like I said, the first plan, you want to break it down, see where it goes. If you don't really like it, then you go to the next one, and so on and so on. Unless you don't like it, but you do it piece by piece. You don't just do clumps and chunks, because that's not getting you nowhere, and that's not helping you, you know? So yes, create a plan, break it down into small achievements. Set deadlines and stay motivated by rewarding yourself. Y'all, take it from somebody that's big on self-care and love on yourself, because I said this year I'm really going to be loving on myself. Every 15th of the month, I spoil myself with any little thing. I don't care what it is. This month, I got my lashes done. Next month, I'll probably buy me a pair of sneakers. You know, and so on and so on. My birthday, I don't know what I'm going to do, but I know it's going to be a big gift. The reason why I say the 15th is because the podcast was born on the 15th, June 15th, 2023. My birthday is July 15th. So, you see how I go? You got June 15th, July 15th. Those 2 days, I try to go all out, but not as much. But go out in a bigger gift or a bigger style of celebration, because those are 2 main days in my life that I'm so honored and grateful for. To see another life, another chapter in my life, but also seeing my business flourish and grow and just blossom the way that it is. So you got to reward yourself. No matter how big or small your accomplishment is, the more and more you put that work in, you see that progress, honor yourself, appreciate yourself, love on yourself. Like when I see y'all with the numbers and stuff, I love it so much to the point where I just be like, you got this. You really, really got this. You really are on to something. And it's just the beginning. Because I believe in the saying, like, you never know who's listening. You never know who's watching. Like, you never know who's out there really like, oh my gosh. And you never know who is rooting for you. You never know who, you know? So always give yourself grace. Give yourself a chance to appreciate yourself. Give yourself the moment to be like, okay, I did this. It might not make sense to nobody, but it makes sense to me. And I learned also too, sometimes you don't have to parade and flash and show off everything. Certain stuff you just have to keep to yourself and pop out when you're ready to let the world know. Take it from somebody that took in my time to pop out and show y'all everything. Like I'm just giving surprises when I want to. Or now I'm just like, okay, you're going to see it when I want you to. You know, so you got to do things for you, and you got to make sure you make smart decisions in the process of it. As well as asking for help when needed, and never give up. Ask for help. Take it from somebody that never really liked asking for help. We need people. Everybody needs someone. Don't give up, because that's the worst thing you could ever do. Like, y'all, I had a moment the other day. Like, I was like, I don't know what I'm doing. It's so much on my plate. But you gotta remind yourself, like, I can't give up. I can't do this. I cannot give up on something that I put so much effort in, put so much time in, and really manifest, prayed, and things on. So you always ask for help. Never give up. Say positive things, because the tongue is a powerful thing. Motivate yourself, honor yourself, appreciate yourself, and break things down in proportions for you so you get it done. So you can, have yourself in that urge, like, okay, like I got it. However, taking breaks is a good thing too. It's a major. When you need those wellness days and things like that, take a break. Take a break. Not frequently, but often take those breaks because it's needed. And reward your milestones. Like I said, reward them. Motivate yourself with rewards. Treat yourself from reaching milestones, whatever it is. Reward yourself, honor yourself, love on yourself, because it's needed. Celebrate your success and stay motivated. Having a plan and breaking it down into smaller achievement goals helps you to stay motivated and focused. Setting deadlines and rewards help you stay on track and keep you motivated. Asking for help when needed in celebrating your success will keep you motivated and focused on your goals. Staying focused on your goals and celebrating your success will keep you motivated and on track. So that part sounds like a little bit of repeating, because I want y'all to know, like, I don't care how big or small it is. Motivate. Because you never know who you may motivate in life. Never know who you just come across, be like, oh my gosh, your story helped me to the point where I'm at a place now that I'm walking on sunshine. You never know who's listening, who's watching, whatever the case may be. So display number positivity, but also stay motivated and motivate others. So also too, set them deadlines and rewards to give you something to work towards, and also help you to keep you accountable. Having a strong network of people who can help motivate you will help you stay on track and keep you from being overwhelmed. That's one thing too I learned too, even with being in college and even towards like you getting degrees and stuff. Being overwhelmed is one thing you don't want to do. The hell with that. I refuse to walk into this semester to be overwhelmed. I got February, March, April, May. I got 4 months. Do you think I'm going to let anyone kill my joy? Tell me what I'm doing, this and that and that. No. If you call it being selfish, because I go to school, I work, I do things impacting school, the podcast, things like that, because I don't want to talk to you and stuff, let me have it. I'm going to let you have it. Because sometimes you have to be selfish, but you just don't want nobody to have you in that bubble, in that mindset, like, oh my gosh, it's getting you overwhelmed to the point where, like, you want to blow. I don't care how big or small the accomplishment is, whatever you're doing in your life. Don't let nobody overwhelm you in the process. Because in the process, that's going to kill you even more when you keep it over your head constantly. Like, I'm learning to just take those negative thoughts out the way. But I'm real big on, I'll never forget. But I'll forgive, but I don't forget. You know how I say sweet and sour? Yeah, that's what I give off. I'm sweet, but I'll never forget when you display sour to me, and I'm going to display sour to you by letting you know, hey, we went down this road already. I don't think you want that again. You got to let them know. You got to let them know. So, taking them breaks and celebrating your success will help you remind you that all your hard work is worth it. Celebrating your success will keep you motivated and on track to reach goals. It's like you're running a marathon. You need to pace yourself and prepare for a long huddle. But you also have to reward yourself along the way with breaks and milestones to celebrate. With a strong network, breaks and milestones, you are on your way to achieving whatever goal you set for yourself. Do it. Do it. Do it. Do it. Do it. Don't stop. Just do it. Do it. Because this whole purpose of this vibe is to get those negative thoughts out of our head. Like I say, I'm real big on showing the positive side of things. Yes, it's cons, but you also want to display positive. You want to see the good things in life, but also within getting to the good things in life, we have to go through those bad times, getting them L's, going through those storms, having those meltdowns, them crash out moments, whatever the case may be. We got to have those moments in order for us to feel like, ooh, new money, a new person, the CEO, the queen, the king, and all that. We have to have those moments, and it happens to all of us, not just the best of us, every last one of us. I don't care how old you are, what you look like, what you identify, all that. It happens to all of us. We're human. It's a part of human nature. And if there's not, then you're crazy. When is it time to re-access your goals and strength if obstacles arrive? So obstacles will arise. So reassessing your goals and strengths should be a regular part of your journey. Because sometimes you never know what can happen. Like I say, you might got to have backup plans, or you might got to keep something in mind, keep it on hold. So you never know what might come up, but you also got to remember that and keep it spared away. Even though you don't want to stay stagnant, as long as you have multiple choices and multiple options on whatever you need. So it's important to evaluate and elevate your process and identify areas where you may need to make a change. You should also be open to feedback and advice from others so you can achieve these things. Taking the time to do this can help you stay on the right track and make necessary adjustments if needed. Regular assessments can also help you keep your goal fresh and motivate you to keep going. Reassessments can also help you identify potential obstacles that could prevent you from achieving your goals. By being aware of these potential issues, you can take a proactive step to address them. This can help you stay on track and motivate you in the long run. Reassessings are like compass, guiding you in the right direction and pointing you away from any obstacles that you could stop you from achieving your goals. Y'all know how the compass look. If not, it's on your phone. I remember I was in elementary school. I think it was my 4th grade or 5th grade or middle school teacher gave us a compass and was telling us how to use it and stuff. I'll never forget that compass, y'all. I think I still got it. It was like certain little things like that just hold a dear, this real dear and holy to my heart and things like that. Because little things like symbolizes a lot. And when I put in like those scenarios of smileys, and all those things, the myths, and all that stuff, it's for real. Like, you got to compare things to the real world. And then you be like, wow, I never thought of it like that, because it all makes sense. You know, like, I'm the captain of the ship. I'm driving it. Or I'm the bus driver, whatever case you want to call it. I'm the coach. This is my game, and I put y'all in when I'm ready to. You know, it is what it is. Whatever you compare it to, it makes sense to you. So, you know, by being aware of everything, you dress some things like that. One effective technique for goals reassessments is to set specific intervals for, evolving in your process, like such as, the monthly or quarterly reviews, like just frequently reviewing things, taking the time to just, I'm sorry, you see a shake? My dog has lost his mind. He comes in and come out and he just don't know what to do. Like earlier, y'all, when I was setting up this stuff, he was doing an ASMR with the headphones. I was fixing the mic and I hear him just licking away. I'm like, you know what? I'm over it. But anyway, we have to have that technique with us when it comes to our technology, our technical goals. For it is to be intervolving within evaluating our progress. So you want to make sure you evaluate it monthly or quarterly. I prefer monthly. Like every month you can see the growth. Like me, I'm tracking my weight now. Every month I should see a different weight. I should see a different number. I see the weight going down. I don't want to go up. I should see it going down, 8 pounds, 10 pounds, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20. I want to go down. It's so bad y'all wearing a waist trainer again. Like, I need to see the progress every month, not quarterly. That's like 3 every 3. No, I need to see it every month. Okay? So seeing it frequently is every other month is, I feel like, a good thing, because it's a monthly review. Like a review like on Apple Music or Spotify. They have that monthly review of like what you listen to, podcasts, stuff like that too. YouTube, all that. Monthly reviews are a go. So during these reviews, reflect on what works and what isn't working. So, if you keep doing the work and then you're like, okay, I'm gonna stick to this, and what's not working, take it out. Like, I learned that too. Like, certain stuff just won't work. Like certain vitamins will not work. Certain hairstyles will not work. Products, phones, technology, certain food, whatever don't work, keep what's working for you and take out what's not working for you. So what serves a purpose for you, keep it. What doesn't serve a purpose for you, take it out and let it do what it do. Like, at least you tried and you see, because it might not work for you, but it might work for somebody else. Long as you know what your niche is, that's good, because you never know what's for you and what's not for you. So, and adjust your strengths accordingly. So, like what works and what doesn't work for you, and what works and what doesn't work for you, it's cool. Just adjust your strengths accordingly. Like, know what's for you, what's not. So monthly, like, did this work? Did this not work? Just check off everything. So regular reassessing your goals and strengths can help you stay on track and motivate in the long run, as it serves as effective compass to guide you away from any obstacle. By regularly reassessing goals and strengths, you can stay on track and motivate to achieve your goals. Lastly, where can you find support and motivation when goals seek hold on, y'all. So where can you find help and support when the goals achievements fail? So I feel as though right off the bat, like I say all the time, the support system, your reasons are the ones that's supposed to be there for you. However, sometimes people want to go on the outside of the reason sides and, just find a friend or mentor or somebody to help guide you, a coach, a therapist, psychologist, whoever, to help you get you back to where you need to be. If you're not comfortable with talking to your support team, it's okay. We all been there. Like, sometimes we gotta go the extra mile. Even they make recommendations like, look, you need to see a therapist, you need to see a psychologist, you need to see this, you need to see that. Sometimes we take their word and we go forward. Sometimes we're like, the hell with you, I'm not doing that. So, we gotta do what's for us. And most of the time it works. Going to counseling, whatever the case may be, it works for some, it might not work for all, long as it works for you, and that's all that matters. So, find a friend, a mentor, somebody who can provide guidance and motivation. Join a support group or network with people who share similarity goals. Seek out professionalist help if needed. Professionals help can often prioritize strategies and extend advice tolerating to your specific situation. A coach or therapist, hello, can provide values, insights, helping you overcome mental blocks or challenges that may be hindering your process. Additionally, they can hold you accountable and support you through setbacks, ensuring you remain focused and motivated on your path to success. Professionals can help you also be invulnerable and helping you in developing a better communication skills, build self-confidence, and create a positive mindset. A coach or therapist can be able to assist you in identifying your passion and strengths, as well as guiding you on to be the best use as well as guiding you on how to be the best you can be while using the tools that they give you to achieve your goals. As well as they can also provide a value of feedback, allowing you to adjust your approach and strengths as needed. I intertwined both of them, y'all. That's why I was like, oh my gosh. So, for example, a coach can help you create a plan of act to reach a specific goal, such as getting a job or starting a business. It's working with a coach or a therapist is like a personal GPS. They can provide directions and guidance for you that keep you on track to reaching your potential goal that you want to achieve, to get you to that destination. They can also remind you of the importance of staying focused and motivating, allowing you to stay focused on your goals and stay on track to succeed. A coach or therapist can also provide accountability and support, which can keep you motivated and accountable, as well as your family and friends, professors, teachers, supervisors, managers. Everybody keeps you on your toes. Whoever it is, they're going to keep you on your toes so that you're navigating yourself, helping you navigate yourself into the right direction, not the wrong direction. Like turn left, turn right. Every time I think of GPS and how GPS be talking, I think of College Road Trip. If you haven't seen it, y'all know, what is it? PJs. He called the daggone GPS PJs, y'all. And she talked back and everything. Think about that. But just being able to have these people in your life provides you with the feedback that you need, and it can help you achieve the things in your life. Like, just one little piece of advice can really help you go a long way. Like, you don't know how big or small that advice somebody can give you can put an impact onto your life to change it for the better, for success in the long run. So, such as reading books and online articles for inspiration. Overall, just having those people or those things in your life can be a valuable asset in ensuring you reach your full potential. Y'all said lastly, but I lied. We have the why. So, why do obstacles often interfere with progress, and how can you turn them into growth opportunities? So, point blank period. Opportunities often reflects on our own internal beliefs and the things that we have, like our beliefs and our expectations, as well as the assumptions. Assumptions is a big thing because we assume all this happened, like, oh, I assumed this, I assumed that. But like I used to say too, OGs, remember, if you judge a book by its cover, don't judge a book by its cover. If you haven't took the time out of your day to sit down to actually read and open that book and get a good feel of that book. If you don't like the book, close it and put it back where you got it from. Same thing with people. You want to get a feel out of people first. If you don't like that person vibe, you don't rock with it, anything, let them know politely and just leave it at that. Sometimes you gotta go with people. I don't like doing that, but sometimes I slip and do it, and it's not good. We have those moments, but it's best to let them know and don't just drag them on. Okay, so assumptions is a real big thing with obstacles that we reflect on, like our own internal beliefs and assumptions. So belief and assumptions are real hard things too. Sometimes my beliefs be like, whoa, but sometimes they be true. But it is what it is. It is crucial to realize and overcome these obstacles to turn them into opportunities for growth and learning. A coach or therapist can help you do this by providing support and guidance. Taking the time to self-reflect and challenge our assumptions can also help us to identify and address our own obstacles, which is needed because we all go through things and we be like, okay, this don't look right, but we got to make a change for ourselves. So once we have identified our obstacles, we can develop a plan to overcome them. Like, what should I overcome? What should we overcome? Whatever the case may be. So this may involve setting realistic goals, creating a plan of action, and taking action. So, that blueprint, you're doing this, doing that. So, like, I'm taking action. Like, I wrote down everything. Now I'm taking action on what I need to do. We can also seek out mentors or advisors who can provide us with guides and support. Guidance counselors is up to. This is similar to building a house. You first have to identify the land, print the layout, lay the foundation, and then build your house. Once you have built the house, you need to maintain it over time with regular maintenance and improvement. Like you plant a plant, you got to make sure you feed every day, getting proper sunlight. And once you have, you got to continue that routine, but in a different way. You got to stay moving and moving and moving. Don't be stagnant, because when you're stagnant, it's like it's going to die. Stuff is going to die down, and you're going to eventually be like, I don't want to do this no more. You're going to be a dippy downer, and things are not going to be the same. So once you build the house, you need to maintain it over time with regular maintenance and improvement. We all need improvement. Like going to the doctor stuff, that's improvement. Getting the maintenance, hair, nails, hair done, nail done, everything did, a shape up, whatever. We got to keep it up too. We got to keep those things in order with our personal life and professional life. We got to shape ourselves up, not just physical, but mentally too. So we got to be aware. As well as a good thing, like I say all the time, I like to do, because I do it for here really, is journaling is an exciting way to explore your thoughts and gain insight into behavior patterns. So meditating can also calm the mind and enhance self-awareness. Engaging in regular feedback sessions with true friends or colleagues, families, coaches, mentors, whatever, having those conversations with them, like engaging in these conversation sessions or whatever, they can provide an external perspective that may revolve blind spot in yourself. So like certain things we just don't know, be like, whoa, I didn't know that. Then you started to know, it's like, okay, I remember, and now like I know for a fact this is not going to affect me from achieving my goals, because I had a bad time of having those problems where I couldn't overcome. But now we're overcoming those obstacles and we're getting to them goals. We had our moments at the bottom, but now we're at the top. So finally, it is important to take action and take action steps to overcome our boundaries. So it's a lot that you guys learned today. I hope you guys learned a lot from this, because like I said, as we're still in January, it's still important to go over these things, prioritize these things, and also help y'all understand this, as well as help y'all navigate, because it's going on now, how the world's looking now, how your world looking too. Like, we need to have these conversations and put it out there, because it's very important and needed, and we can teach the next generation, and so on and so on. I'm gonna leave y'all out with this quote. You can solve a problem with the same thinking that created. Taking action is the only way to move forward and make progress. I want y'all to think on that. I want y'all to send me a text, or I want y'all to send me a DM explaining what that means. And the DM, explaining what it is in the DM to y'all. The quote is, you can solve a problem with the same thinking that created it. Taking action is the only way to move forward and progress. So what did you do, that had you in this problem that created it? The same way you can't solve a problem, but the same that created it. Taking action is the only way to move forward and make progress. I'm going to say it again. You can't solve a problem with the same thing that created it. Taking action is one way to move forward and make progress. So you can't go back to things that made you lay in your bed and lie in it. You can't pick those things that you lie to the bed with, try to fix what's next and new in your life. Nope, you can't. Whatever you laid in, they can't solve the problem the same way you thought about it, how it was created. Your goal is to think of another way with this problem, but think differently and beyond. Or just, that means better. Plain and simple. Plain and simple is better. Yo, my eyes are for closing because the light, I had to turn it down, and I got to turn down some more because this thing is just so bright today. I charged it, and that thing is on super light. Boom, in your face, like blind me. And this is with the gold and the silver one. So y'all, if it look like I'm dozing off, no, my eyes hurt because of this light. If you watching me on the YouTube. But anyway, y'all, as always, I appreciate you guys for vibing out with me. I hope you all learned something amazing today. 1 or 2, 3 things. I hope you're feeling amazing. And if not, it's okay. It's all right. My friend, your time is coming soon. This moment in your life is not going to last forever. And if you're dealing with this vibe right now, I hope this vibe impacts you as well as help you navigate yourself within this problem and just give you some hope or peace. If you know somebody in this situation, help them. Okay? As always, I love you guys so very much. Thank you all for taking the time out your busy day to listen to me. Whether it's Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, or next Wednesday. I appreciate you all so much. As always, please display nothing but good vibes and be good to others. Respect is earned and not giving. Please be safe out here. It is cold. It might be snowing in the areas, raining, whatever the case may be. Please be safe, bundle up, and just enjoy being around your peers and enjoying on yourself this new year. And as always, you guys will hear from me next Wednesday. Stay safe, be amazing, do amazing, and just be a viber baby. Bye.